Now that most people have quick and easy access to cameras, it's easy to prove that you met that celebrity, or climbed that mountain, or went skydiving. But just as quickly as you can send an image to a friend who says pics or it didn't happen, someone looking to earn bank or make some extra clout can also use AI to make fake images and pass it off as real. I bet you saw that fake video of Mr. Beast giving away $2 iPhones. It's harder to know what is true when we can have pics, but it didn't happen. Hey everyone, welcome back to AI Unlocked, a series brought to you by MediaWise and the PBS News Student Reporting Labs, where we break down the world of artificial intelligence in ways you can actually understand. So far in this series, we've talked about what generative AI is and how to use it responsibly. Today, we're diving into why bad actors might use AI to fool you and how you can outsmart them. Let's talk tips and tools for recognizing AI-generated text, video, audio, and images. First, let's talk about images. AI can generate hyper-realistic images, but don't worry, there are always ways to catch fakes. Think of yourself as a detective looking for clues that you can investigate in a picture. Start by reading the image. Look closely for things that seem off. Are there weird details like disoriented hands or funky reflections or mismatched earrings? Check the background too. AI struggles with tiny details, so zoom in and hunt for mistakes. Remember, the quality of AI images is improving every day, but it's still worth it to keep an eye out for irregularities. Context clues matter too. Does the time or place make sense? For example, if someone claims a picture is from a protest yesterday, does the weather in the photo match the actual location's forecast? Do signs and landmarks line up with when and where the image was supposed to have been made? Here's a good example. When this AI-generated image of Katy Perry at the 2024 Met Gala took off, there is a big clue right under our feet. Just by looking at the color of the carpet on the image compared to the color of the carpet in other images from the same event, tipped off observant viewers. By the end of the night, the internet sleuths, fact-checkers, and even Katy Perry herself had debunked the image. You can use keyword searches of text, date, and people you see in an image as well. Take a close look at these two images. One is AI-generated and one is real. What clues would you use to try and figure out which is which? We noticed that the image on the left, showing an explosion near the Pentagon, had some suspicious-looking smoke. So a simple keyword search of explosion Pentagon brought us several fact checks debunking it as AI. But for the image on the right, the text is the clue. The name and age make it easy to verify that Dorothy did in fact set the record as the world's oldest skydiver. Another cool tool you can use while you investigate suspicious images is a reverse image search. This helps you see where the image has been posted before, and if it's been altered or reused. Google Lens has gotten pretty easy to use too. From the Google app or just by going to google.com, you can tap on the lens icon in the search bar. Upload an image from your camera roll then. It's even easier on Google Chrome on a desktop. You can just right-click the image and select Search Image with Google Lens. Google will then show you where the image appears online, similar images, and other related content. Look for signs that the image may have been manipulated or used out of context. And here's a pro tip. If Google Lens doesn't give you much, try uploading it to other tools like TinEye for a second option. Now, let's take a look at video. It might look like internet celebrity Mr. Beast is promoting crypto here, but let's look closer. First, anything related to money or giveaways is already suspicious, and there are a lot of deepfake crypto scams going around right now. Remember that if it seems too good to be true, then it probably is.
Take part if you want to change your future.
So let's take a closer look at the details. Pay attention to the edges of the video. AI-generated elements like a person's face may blur or flicker, especially when they move. Lighting and shadows can also give clues. Are they natural and consistent? AI often struggles to match them perfectly. Lip sync is also another tell. If a person's mouth movements don't quite match with what they're saying, it might be AI.
Just go to the website webpua.com, activate the promo code.
And AI-generated videos can be used for much more than money scams. You can see deepfakes pop up in politics, entertainment, and even your personal life. So you might also want to consider where the video came from. If it's a clip from a longer speech or event, can you find the footage of the entire thing? Or are there other videos from the same event out there that back up the video that you're checking? If you can't find anything, that is a red flag. The video may be AI. When in doubt, tools like Deepfake Scanner or InVid can help figure out if a video has been manipulated. A reverse image search on a screenshot of a unique part of the video can also help you investigate the clips you see online.
Talking to a diva, yeah, she on my nerves. She think that I need her, kick her to the car.
Does this song sound familiar? Well, the voices might sound like Drake collaborating with The Weeknd, but this potential chart topper turned out to be an AI-generated fake. To investigate suspicious audio, like this fake robocall of President Biden, listen for strange emotional cues or patterns. If the speaker sounds overly robotic or monotone, it might be AI.
Voting this Tuesday only enables the Republicans in their quest to elect Donald Trump again.
Background noises can also be revealing. Natural recordings usually include subtle environmental sounds like wind, voices, or traffic, whereas AI-generated audio might seem too clean and unnatural. AI audio like this robocall is an example of bad actors manipulating reality. And while newsrooms are using AI-generated audio to narrate stories and provide audio access in ways they could not have before, we are also seeing fake audio that pretends to be everyone, from Drake to the president to you. Whether it's to get you to vote in a certain way or convince a relative that you're in a sticky situation and need some cash, the ability to duplicate a voice can lead to big trouble. Generative AI allows for people to create more text faster. This means we are more and more likely to come across junk emails, phony text messages, and false news articles. If you see writing that feels off, read it out loud and pay attention to how it sounds. If it feels stiff, repeats the same ideas, or just comes across as kind of lifeless, there's a good chance it's AI generated. It's also smart to double check wild claims. AI doesn't always get the facts right and can sometimes make stuff up. Look at questionable info using reliable sources. And watch out for writing that seems like it's trying way too hard to mess with your emotions. If it's pushing you to feel super angry, scared, or sad, it might be part of a fake story. There are plenty of AI text detectors available out there now, where you can paste text in and get an evaluation of whether something is AI or human generated. There are some sites that do this for images and videos too, and you can use them as part of your investigation. But it's super important to know that none of them are perfect and that you can't always rely on AI detection apps alone. So what do you do when you start to feel like you're buried in AI slop but can't tell for sure if something's real or not? The best thing to do is ask some simple questions that fact checkers use. First, who's behind the information? If the image or text isn't giving us any clues, you can still question the source. Is it trustworthy and reliable? Could it have some bias or something to gain? Second, what is the evidence? Does the post share any links to credible sources with proof that what they've shared is truthful? Is the image original with the name of the source or the photographer listed so you can check it out? Or is it a screenshot of a post from another site that makes it harder to track down? Finally, what do other sources say? Can you find out if the video or image being shared is on any other credible sources? If one post has a scandalous picture or video of a public figure, it will probably show up on other reputable sites as well. So let's recap. Here are some things you can do to figure out if what you're looking at is AI generated. First, look for details that seem off. 2, use verification tools like reverse image search. And 3, always ask these 3 simple questions. 1, who's behind the info? 2, what is the evidence? And 3, what do other sources say? Finally, let's be real about all of this. AI is improving and it's getting harder and harder to spot. And sometimes the world is a weird place, so we can't label every unexpected thing as AI. And while artificial intelligence might be clever, these tips and tools will help keep your human intelligence one step ahead. In the next video, we will be looking at finding facts using generative AI, including how to write a good prompt. But for now, thanks for joining us, and be sure to follow at MediaWise on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram to see all of our videos.